Hey everyone, this is the Geeky Panda here, Brandon guys, with another one of our DAICON podcast episodes live here on Twitch TV. I'm your host, the Geeky Panda, your tactical degenerate weeb that likes to play games, joined by my co-host, Time Enforcer Anubis. I'll let him introduce himself.
Gentlemen,
Then he just introduced himself. You just leave it so simple, so menage a trois.
no, I don't think that's.
I just
I
read
don't
it.
think that. I don't think that means what you think it means.
No, I don't think it means what I think it means. Yeah, man. So how you been, buddy?
Pretty good.
Oh man, so I want to talk about PAX East and Anime Boston, but that's going to be our main topic here. And I believe we're out on our 14th episode now. I want to say 14 or 15. No, this is definitely like our. Hold on, I'll go to my YouTube channel and I'll actually. I got this on a podcast. This is our 13th episode. I'm sorry. So technically speaking, we're already past one season's worth of anime.
Hey,
Hey, that's a plus. Now we're on to season 2, or technically, if this was old school, the 24 episodes used to be one season's worth, essentially, right?
well, if we're going old school, they used to run for about a year.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, like 24 old school used to be 24 episodes used to be a
Well, how
season's
old
worth.
school are we talking?
The 24 episode season's worth. What was that? When was that a thing?
That was like mid '90s to
Yeah.
probably
Okay.
like
Yeah. Mid 90s, early 2000s.
early 2000s.
Yeah, we'll do that old school.
It was kind of short lived.
Yeah, it really kind of was when you think about it, because then anime started doing like just being what 12 episodes ish.
Yeah.
Unless you're fully coolly, then you do 6.
Well, that's an OVA.
But yeah, that's true. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. OVAs could be any type of length, can they? Huh?
Yep.
Mm.
Yep.
I reminded that I'm behind on anime watching. I've been actually trying to keep up on the anime watching this season. I have been watching a couple of things which I've been enjoying. Mashy and Muscles is definitely one of them. I find it absolutely fucking hilarious. A guy in a magical world doesn't have the magical abilities, but he has fucking muscles to compensate, and he's kicking a lot of ass with it. Another series I've been watching, Moogle's recommendations, Tsuchimichi Moonlight Fantasy, a very underrated isekai that doesn't even have a physical release. And I'm like, damn. And then The Wrong Way. I need to catch up on The Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic, as well as Solo Leveling, which I heard episode 7 is basically a filler that should be avoided at all cost. Which, let's be honest, when you're used to one filler episodes, used to all. Have you tried the Star Wars Battlefront collection? Yes. Yeah, it was horrible. It was okay. Anyways, can we dive into this real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so I was pumped up with the Star Wars Battlefront collection, the classic collections. I was insanely pumped, and I was there. I was going to stream it live. I streamed it live right there at the launch, and then the company that did the remaster fucked it up so much that honestly, after I tried streaming it, I just refunded it on Steam. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm done. I'm 110% done. I refunded it on Steam. It was just such annoying bullshit. It is so bad. Okay, Anubis, I'm gonna have to cover your face. I am so sorry.
Damn,
Well,
it's that bad. You have to cover my face for it. Okay.
well, yeah, yeah, I know. It's like Anubis, look away. Okay, I'm just gonna give you a hint here. I'm gonna go with my gaming stuff. Okay, it is so bad. It has gotten an overwhelmingly negative review, where only 19% of it is positive, and there's over 5,000 reviews. I myself put a negative review on it because the launch was so bad. I just wanted my money back and uninstalled it. I still have my money. I don't know what I'm gonna buy, but it is a do not recommend at all, avoid at all costs. And what got me was they basically were like, okay, we screwed up. Oh, I can actually show you specifically what they said. We'd like to thank the Battlefront community for their overwhelming support and feedback on Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection release. At launch, we experienced critical errors with our network infrastructure. The result was incredibly high-ping matchmaking errors, crashes, and servers not appearing on the browser. Since launch, we've been working to address these issues and increase network stability, and we will continue our effort until our network infrastructure is stabilized to prevent further outages. Honestly, I think they screwed up so fucking bad that this is not even just a option anymore. Just avoid at all cost. This
Yeah,
is
it's a dead launch.
like
They dropped the ball hard, and they're probably not gonna recover from this.
no, this is that's the thing. Like Marcus, fuck EA. This was not EA actually. Surprisingly enough, this was Aspire or something like that. That's they. It, it's not hard. Remaster it. Make sure the network is working. Release it. That's all you had to do. What did they do? Fuck everything up, including bugs. There was actually a bug you couldn't even spawn. So you finally managed to see the server. You finally managed to join the server, and when you joined the server, there was a chance that you weren't even able to spawn. And I shit you not, when I got to play finally, the matches ended way too fucking quickly because it was like, oh, we ran out of tickets immediately. I'm like, with 64 players, 32 on each side, yeah, you're gonna burn through tickets like no
Yeah.
problem. You couldn't think to add in a bit more to kind of make the game last longer. I think the longest match I was in was 5 minutes. When I say ticket, I mean like if someone dies, ticket, you lose a ticket. So you have a set amount of tickets basically. But yeah, I think the longest match was 5 minutes long, and I'm like, this is fucking bullshit. A 5 minute long match in a game like that, it irked me hard. So
Yeah.
I warn people, this is a don't even bother looking in on it. It is not worth getting. At best, you can play Dice's Battlefront 2, which even though it's abandoned and actually their last major few updates made it a pretty decent game, or the original game, which the servers are actually still working. So yeah, just yeah, and they got a lot of refunds too. So yeah. Whew. But other than that, I just been basically kind of hyping up. I've also, I, I'm gonna. This is probably one of the last few times I'm gonna mention it on stream. I lost my job, so yeah. I currently do not work at the place I worked for anymore because they decided to let me go, and that's it. That's pretty much the long and short of it. Like I'm getting a severance package at least, so I got a little nest egg, and I saved up my 401k. So,
Right.
Which is and it's because it's this essentially late. I'm still going to PAX season anime boss because it's kind of like we're so close that I can't pull out even if I wanted to. Like stuff has already been commitments been made, money's been purchased, all that dandy stuff. So, but as far as the news goes, Akira Toriyama, one of the most influential members in like the manga and anime community, passed away. I believe what was his when did he specifically passed away? I believe it was March 1st. There we go.
Yep. It was on the 1st.
Yeah, and honestly, yeah. Oh yeah, no, I'm still going to PAX East 9B. We're going to talk about that. But he passed away March 1st, and literally, again, no one saw this fucking coming. It was just he was only 68 years old, which was the crazy part. But I think he had like what was it, like an aneurysm or something like that?
Something like that.
Like it was essentially he had like pressure in his brain and just kept building up with or something. But it just happened, and it's like holy fuck. The really wholesome thing is a lot of manga and anime manga creators and anime series directors got they were like all saying like hey we all looked up to him, he was the very reason why I got into it and stuff like that. It was like an extremely wholesome moment to see that. And also you got people like Jackie Chan even mentioning like his works will be treasured, all that dandy stuff. And I didn't even realize that Akira Toriyama actually met Jackie Chan. And there was a picture out there that the two of them got to meet each other. So, but no, that was crazy, dude. Like, absolutely fucking nuts when you think like a creator like that, had that much impact in the community. You didn't even like anime fans now might not realize it, but no, his work definitely like a lot of shows would not be here without his influence or his inspiration.
It's to the point where like you can't really find anything that kind of doesn't have his influence in it anymore.
Oh god, yeah. like a lot of the creators looked up to him basically to be like you know, or worked with him too. It's like um it's like that. It's like he was like in a sense like a catalyst for a lot of creators out there
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Like, and his work with like you know, especially not only just, you know, the Dragon Ball series and stuff like that. He helped out with like games too and stuff as well.
Yep.
Like Chrono Trigger?
Chrono Trigger.
Chrono Trigger. Yep.
Dragon Warrior.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Dragon Quest?
Same thing.
Yeah, yeah, same thing. Um, but he what sucked was that he was also in the midst of working on a couple of projects too,
Yep.
and that really does suck. Like I think that there's someone else that he's like a student's taking up the mantle to try to, you know, see it through to the end.
Right.
But yeah, no. Even I just actually saw Adult Swim actually did a nice little thing for him on there too.
Yep.
And the thing, it's like his anime isn't just like loved and enjoyed in like Japan or the, you know, North America. It's also like Latin America really enjoyed his
Oh
works.
yeah.
Like that's the reason why we put Dragon Ball Z in S tier, because it's worldwide recognition. It's just that powerful, you know. Basically, I think Akira Toriyama made the bridge between nerd and jock. Yeah, well, it's like these shows, it didn't matter what kind of social group you were in, whether you were a nerd, jock, you know, all that dandy stuff. It like it appealed to everyone. Like something in that show you like appealed to, and that show taught you like, hey, you always do better, always strive to be better, you know.
Yeah. It had pretty much universal appeal.
Yeah, the Dragon Ball is the Pokemon of the manga anime sphere. I mean, I want to say kind of bigger than that, essentially. I want to say that we're bigger than the influence.
The two of them are probably very close.
Yeah, close and stuff like that. But no, dude, when I got that, dude, like I remember watching Dragon Ball Z on Toonami. Like I would, and it was actually kind of funny. I have a sister. She's only like 14 years old, 15. Like it's a 20-year gap. But we were talking, and she's like, "Oh, have you ever heard this show called Dragon Ball Z?" And I'm like, or Dragon Ball, like, whoo! I told her like I was there, I was like, I was there when it just first started. You know what? They were awesome shows. You know, I kind of find it nice that, you know, me and her were able to kind of bond over that. You know,
Right.
for our love of the show. I remember staying up to watch the uncut. Yeah, that was true. They showed. Oh man. And then look at the Dragon Ball Z abridged, even though Toei Animation kind of doesn't like it. I mean, but you know, a group doing a project like that has a lot of passion for the IP itself, which is actually funny because one of the main actors for the Dragon Ball Evolution movie said, you know, he said he wanted to apologize for Evolution. You know, I'm like, you know what? What? He's showing his respects. We'll take it. And no one should ever watch Dragon Ball Evolution. It's an F tier for a reason. Keep it in F tier for a reason. But yeah, no. What about you, man?
Not much. I've just mostly been playing Helldivers,
Spreading freedom and democracy.
waging my one-man war against the automatons.
Dude, we almost. I love the fact that I did not stream this too. When we completed our mission in Mevalon Creek, it was just barely hanging on by an inch.
Yeah.
We all like that planet was almost lost again, and we were like, motherfucker. But it was the director of Dragon Ball Evolution that wanted to apologize. Oh shit, the director, you know. Interrupts. Did you finish Avatar: Last Bender? No, not yet. Actually, I still need to sit down and watch that. But yeah, no, Helldivers 2, holy fucking shit, dude. I mean, I love it. It's it's only getting better. It's only getting better.
I figured it out. I figured out why I like it so much. That's basically Tarkov made for people like me.
Yeah.
Where it's like it's like high stakes, and you do what you can and get out of there, but it's not PvP.
No, it's PvE. customize your gear the way you want it and finish the missions the way you want it. So you can
It's not
sneak
it's not PvE, it's not PvP, it's
It's just-
PvJ. Players
PV
versus Joel.
Play yeah. At the end, when Joel is the ultimate
His
enemy.
final boss.
Dude, did you see that we're gonna get like the fucking Tremor Beast again? So if you
Yeah, I heard about that.
So if you played Helldivers 1, there was these huge, I forgot what they were called, like essentially the worms from Tremors. They would pop out. They were big motherfuckers that spewed out enemies, and and in certain maps you could actually see like their husks basically. You're like, why? What the fuck's going on? Like, why did we get these mechs? What was there a reason why these mechs? But also, you don't want to call in mechs against the automatons because they're just going to destroy that shit easily.
Yeah.
Yeah. After the Battlefront collection, do you think we'll get Battlefront 3? No.
No.
No. I mean, on a whim, maybe, but no. I honestly don't think. Because if the Star Wars Battlefront classic collections did really well, then someone might consider doing a sequel for it, but it didn't. So
Yeah, exactly.
But above all else, let's talk about the meat and potatoes of the episode here. Our PAX East and Anime Boston hype. Yes. So for those who don't know, PAX East and Anime Boston are two major conventions here in New England area, and PAX East is actually happening within a few days on, I believe, was it the 20... You'd think I would have it memorized by now. Yeah, it's the 21st to the 24th, which is it's a 4-day convention from Thursday to Sunday. And then Anime Boston is happening on the week after, which is basically, which I should have probably had it up already, but God damn it, Panda, why did you not do that? It is
The 29th through the 31st.
Thank you, because it doesn't say on the second.
I got you.
I was like, hell yeah! So yeah, PAX East and Anime Boston are two big conventions, and I love going to them, and I'm so fucking hyped up. I myself, I'm going to both PAX East and AB. Anubis here is not going to PAX East, but he is still going to AB, which
Yes.
it's actually interesting because for PAX, this is their 20th anniversary. And it's aiming to be a crazy convention because, again, 20 years in the making of these PAX conventions, which is nuts. Honestly, having not just one convention, but like one, so you got PAX East, well, you got PAX West, PAX East, PAX Unplugged, and then you have PAX Australia and nothing else. I wouldn't say PAX South, but they closed that down. You got 4 big, huge conventions that are improving year after year. And like, because it just used to be PAX Prime or PAX West, and then it's like, no, it got bigger and bigger. That's a fucking win-win. Like, major congrats to Penny Arcade and the PAX team and ReedPop. This is a great convention. These are great conventions to go to. So that's 20 years for them. And ironically enough, this is gonna be for Anime Boston my 20th, not my 20th Anime Boston, but it'll be 20 years since I've attended my first AB. A lot of 20s basically rolling around, huh? So first and foremost, I figure we'll just divide it down the lane here. Talk about PAX East first because it's literally coming up, and then talk about Anime Boston. And if you're just tuning in, my name is the Geeky Panda, your tactically degenerate weeb that likes to play games, and my good friend, my co-host here, Time Enforcer Anubis, and here we're going to be talking about our hype for PAX East and Anime Boston. First up, PAX East. So there's a lot of stuff happening at PAX East this year. A lot of great booths that are going to be there, and I can't wait, including the Final Fantasy XIV booth, which I love to play Final Fantasy XIV. And then Pokemon's going to be there, which I can imagine their merch booth is going to get swamped. Dude, it's Pokemon, dude. Remember how we said Pokemon is so big? Yeah, I can imagine that booth's going to be like just everyone in the floodgates, But honestly, I'm also really excited because Boston is such a fantastic fucking city. The food options are amazing, and the seaport area actually, I want to say, excuse me. Actually, it got developed because the seaport in the Boston area kind of was just meh. Like it was there, but that was it. It was just kind of like an off-branded an off thing basically, and then it got developed over the years and started so many things. Which let me show you guys some screenshots here just to give you some context. Wait, having deja vu for some reason. You brought up Pokemon merchandise. Like I had a dream that I was attending a convention and the Pokemon booth was there. I mean, I've had deja vu before. It's actually pretty weird when it happens. Anubis, I'm covering your face.
Damn.
I know.
Look at me like that.
Well, we took it that way. I'm sorry. So this was the Boston Seaport area back in 1995. The convention center was not there. All these buildings were there. The ports were there, but everything else is just a shit ton of parking. Look how much parking is there. Holy fuck balls. Okay, so the next photo, not this one. This one was, I believe, 2007, 2008. We got the convention center, and still the seaport area has a shit ton of parking. But it's starting to become recognizable. Convention center, the Westin, I believe. No, even the Element and the Aloft hotels weren't even built yet. The Omni wasn't even built yet. All that stuff, but this one was 2 years ago. And it's so fucking nuts how much has fucking changed. Like, and it's like going to the doctor. Number one, number two, 1, 2. It's nuts. How did you get? They were online somewhere. Someone made a mention of like how Seaport, how different it, how different it used to be, basically. But yeah, they pretty much definitely built it up. It's absolutely fucking nuts. Absolutely fucking nuts. And Anubis, we can see you again.
Damn.
Yeah.
Here I am.
I know. But when it comes to PAX East, a lot of people are thinking like, oh, it's just video games, right? No, there's the huge tabletop thing going on there. Tons of panels as well. Free-to-play gaming areas, a handheld area to bring your handhelds and all that stuff. It's honestly, and honestly, I would forgive you if you thought that when the expo hall closes, the convention closes, because that's what I kind of thought myself. But no, everything is still going on. There's still a lot of stuff to do, and even then, there's like after parties that happen off-site at different areas, like bars or lounges and stuff. It's one of the best things I can get excited for. And is that a fucking flashlight I see?
Oh, what, this thing?
It doesn't have the.
It doesn't have the what?
It doesn't have the red. The red.
Oh! Excuse the fuck out of me. Give me a second.
Oh, you can change it out, really? God damn!
I just need to. Okay, that's the battery.
I thought it was just a lens.
Hold on. Hang on. Hold on.
You actually got stuff for this. I'm not even joking here.
Yeah, you unscrew the bottom and it has.
Oh,
doesn't just have red. It's got all the color. It's got red. It's got. What is this? Yellow. Is this yellow? This is light
lime green or something like that.
It's got yellow. It's got blue.
Oh shit! All right. But yeah, PAX East has grown a lot. It's actually become a really big goddamn convention. I think. Let me look up some numbers here because, like, I know it's essentially becoming one of the biggest conventions on the East Coast, essentially for PAX East. Give me a hot second, folks, while I get these numbers here. And obviously, these numbers are not going to be accurate because, yeah, that's totally not what I fucking want. When you want something done right. Nope. There was like an estimated thing of how big it was, but long story short, really big fucking convention.
Yeah.
Like it's so big, like
not playing around.
No, it's a lot. It's definitely bigger than Anime Boston because it's like the BCEC is such a big convention center. It uses everything. Now, some other conventions uses maybe half the space, maybe 2/3. No, they use the whole expo hall floor area and everything else in between. It is that big. Like, and here's the funny thing: PAX East used to be actually their first year was at the Heinz Convention Center. That was 2010. Was that 2010? Yeah, I was thinking that was 2010. That was their first year. And if you're saying to yourself, "Oh, you said 20 years, it's PAX anniversary," yeah, PAX PAX started with PAX Prime or PAX West back in 2004. But yeah, no, it started in the Heinz Convention Center. I didn't know that, dude. I didn't know that they used to be the same place where Anime Boston was, to be honest.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that back when it was going on.
Yeah, and honestly, I never. So here's the deal of how I got how I got known about PAX. I was at PAX. No, I was at Anime Boston 2012, and this was the year that AB shared the same dates with PAX East. A buddy invited me to say, "Hey, I got a spare Sunday badge. Do you want to come to PAX East with us?" And I was like, "Oh, what's that about?" "It's all about video games." I'm like, "What? There was a video game convention?" I didn't what? Yeah, I didn't know PAX East existed, to be honest, dude. When I went, dude, I was just pure amazement, and I just got overloaded. Like, there was so much going on that I just like, dude, I don't know what to do. You ever have those moments you go to a convention, you're like, I have no fucking idea what to do now because I'm so
Oh,
fucking
like
overloaded.
that was like me first Kineticon,
Yeah,
me a little bit first AB, but I had already been to Kineticon, so I kind of had an idea.
that was me, New York Comic Con,
Ooh,
because that was my first big Comic Con, and I'm like, the fuck do I do? Like, where do I go? But that was my first PAX East, and and then the one thing that sucks is it's always close to Anime Boston.
yeah,
And I always absolutely hate it. It's close to AB, and I'm like, at times it's either one or the other, or sometimes I'm able to do both. There were some years I did both, and one year, like, I don't mind it if PAX East and AB were a month apart from each other. But sometimes they were one weekend after another, so I would literally be like, "Hey guys, I'm going to Boston. See ya. Come back. I'm here back for 2 days, guys." Then I'm like, "Okay, guys, I'm leaving for Boston again." And then I am so wickedly tired. I am so fucking tired when I come back, but it was just so fucking worth it. And PAX East, the one thing I wanted to say is the enforcers there are really awesome. They're not even a volunteer force. You actually get paid as an enforcer. They'll hip up people, guide people, information, line entertainment, all that dandy stuff. The enforcers
right.
actually do a really good job helping make PAX East a great fucking convention, and the other PAXs as well. I've met a couple of people there that were awesome. Everything from like new friends, content creators, and even guests as well. I got to have a selfie with Major Nelson and stuff like that.
Oh,
I got to see other people, like I believe Nolan North was there, Cliffy B, Markiplier was there too one year. I didn't get to meet Jacksepticeye though, but actually this year Matt Pat's doing a story time about his years of being content creator. Now he's retired basically in a sense,
right.
which is crazy to think. It's like Matt Pat retiring is like an end of an era, because if you don't know what he did is one of the biggest things he did was game theory, and one of the first ones was about Five Nights at Freddy's. It's like even if you don't know about Five Nights at Freddy's and stuff like that in particular, you kind of get the idea, like, oh, he did the game theory videos. Oh, okay, yeah, that's Matt Pat, yeah.
Right.
So, but yeah, it's actually also my first year I'm going to be an enforcer, and I've been told it's kind of like a cult where you're in for good. Well, I've helped out other conventions too, like Anime Boston. I volunteered. PAX, not PAX, OhioCon. I helped out, and then I became staff, and it's like, I miss working with my old OhioCon crew. I was in the security for that, which ironically enough I did security for like a decade anyways, for like my actual job. And I kind of get it, because it's like you work with a great crew, you kind of want to get back together again and stuff like that,
Right.
But I'm still going to be creating a lot of content. Like, obviously at the end of the day, I'm going to be recording a lot of stuff as much as I can, all that dandy stuff. Food wise, sushi and Dunkin' and Jimmy John's. Well, let's be honest here. The food court at the PCEC kind of sucks. I'm going to be the first one to say it is expensive and overpriced, and the portions are kind of small. I'm not a huge fan of the BCEC. Not gonna lie. When it comes to the food, I could do better. Like, that's why that's why it's nice to see the food trucks there. But usually, what I do is I literally go across the street from the Lawn D. There's a Dunkin' and a Jimmy John's right there, so it was funny because before I got let go from my work, one night my coworkers were trying to figure out what do we want to eat, and it's like, hey, you want Jimmy John's? I'm like, no thanks. I'm gonna be eating a lot of it in the next week. I don't want to spoil myself now and all that dandy stuff. So, but I actually looked up at the weather and it said Saturday we're gonna have rain and slush. And I fucking hate Mother Nature. I hate New England. I hate New England weather at times. Which I've been trying to get Anubis to come to PAX East because in their console area they usually have set up a Steel Battalion section with the full-on controllers and everything. I've been trying to get you to PAX East, but at the same time, I need a bigger hook. Like, that can't just be the hook. I need a bigger hook to get you in to justify taking the time off, the hotel, all that dandy stuff.
Exactly.
Because PAX East is not cheap. I mean, it's cheaper than New York City. I've done New York Comic Con and Anime NYC. I can say, yeah, it's cheaper. Like, you've done in Anime NYC. You know how much.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a logistical nightmare.
I mean, it's a logistical nightmare that it's not, but it's at the same time, it's like the price you pay. I just lost my headset.
Oh.
Because it thought it was inactive. And did you say something? There we go. Okay. I'm sorry.
What's going on here?
Well, if it doesn't play noise, it'll think that, okay, we're going to turn off to save power. I mean, yeah, I can kind of get it, but yeah, it's just I love the fact that there are so many hotels in the Seaport area now that it just makes things easier to get a hotel room. It makes things easier to find a place to eat, find a convenience stores and all that dandy stuff. Like, literally right down my street is a Packy, a Dunks, and a Jimmy John's, but also nearby I think there's a convenience store in the area too. I know there's a CVS in the Seaport area. I know where it is specifically, but it's more near the other hotel, the Residence Inn at Seaport and stuff like that. Seaport area is such a problematic area to live in. Hey, Ellie! I mean, yeah, I can kind of see that too. Traffic's a bitch. I will be the first to say, fuck Boston traffic. I fucking hate it. I fucking hate going through the traffic. I can totally see why the taxi drivers would be the most pissed off. Oh my god. They'd be like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Dude, taxi drivers in fucking Boston don't give a shit. They will go. Oh man. But what's up? Oh man, dude. We're here talking about PAX East and Anime Boston shenanigans. So yeah, I gotta it's funny because if you go on the website for PAX East, now general rule of thumb, Saturday badges will always sell first, which it does. And because Map Pack got announced, Thursday badges are now low inventory. I'm like, God, wait, is Thursday really gonna sell out before Friday? God fucking damn! You bring a name and people want to see, like, fuck it, tickets are gonna sell. The convenience store there it's built in the area. They didn't include it in the plan, so for a long time you needed to leave the area. Yeah, like it. Yeah, because you needed to go over towards the Prudential side, basically, in a sense. Because I know towards the Prudential side you got Star Market and all that stuff, or you need to go all the way down south side to the Target. That was over down there, right? Yeah. Like, in short, trying to get convenient stuff, it was a little hard a couple of years ago. But if you're at Anime Boston, it's totally fucking different story because Star Market's right there, Packies are nearby, all that dandy stuff. Which you could say are excited for AB.
Yes.
How long has it been since we've been to AB altogether? Like, all together?
I think since 2018.
Oh yeah, because 2019 I wasn't there. I took a year off because I needed to save money. Yeah, because 2020 PAX East happened, but Anime Boston was straight up canceled because of the pandemic started. So you're already getting ready for Ellie. You're already getting ready. Oh, I'm already getting ready myself. Uh, this is fucking hilarious. So I just washed my cosplay stuff for PAX, and then on Tuesday I'm gonna wash all my other clothes, and then pack the rest of my stuff. What's hilarious is when I come back home, I'm gonna essentially just wash everything, put it back in its bag. I love it how things fucking work out. Where ideally you take the same shit to one convention to the same shit to the other. Yep. I'm an AB veteran. I was thinking this volunteering this year, but I didn't. Yeah, honestly, I just love attending AB and just want to say like, hey, I'm just gonna keep attending AB as an attendee and stuff like that. So I honestly don't blame you at all. Anime Boston again. I'm gonna be bringing my original badge for my first AB 2004. And this was still like when they had like the plastic badges and stuff like that, not like that huge enlarged paper badge with the stickers on it. And
right.
Shit. Yeah, I was there. That was 2012. The AB PAX had the portal, which was so fucking cool of an idea. It was basically a portal with a monitor and a webcam. You got to see on their side of the fence. They got to see on our side of the fence. You wave back at each other. That was the best fucking idea, honestly. And the funny thing was the people that work at PAX East also works at AB. So that's why they definitely try to make sure it's separate, you know? They don't yeah, no, I remember that. That was a really awesome idea. But God help us if it's in the same weekend, you know. Just let it not be the same weekend. I actually even mentioned, you know, because being Anubis, we're thinking about if AB gotten so big, would we see it at the BCEC one year?
Right.
Which we could, you know, potentially justify. But yeah, 2018 was the last time we were all together at AB. Like you guys went to 2019 and had a good time there, but so this would be 6 years. I hadn't been to AB, so I'm gonna be like where's everything? It'll be like everything's anew again to me, you know, which that's why I like you know, like I think AB they're changing around a few things. Like I think they like swapped the artist alley with the dealer's room.
They did.
Okay, gotcha. So yeah, that's gonna be new to me. AB contract ends in I think and they're trying. And I've been and I read the news article. They're trying to sell the Heinz convention.
Right.
So this might be a let's get the hell out of here. I mean, I think on a scale, you know, it's like AB and PAX East, you know, bring so many people to Boston that they're like, please be here, don't leave us.
Yeah.
Unlike Otakon,
they don't want to go somewhere else.
Unlike Baltimore with Otakon, Baltimore promised improvements to the convention center, and Otakon's like, you promised, nothing happened, we're leaving, and now they're doing it, I think. But no, AB, no, a lot of stuff like right now I have to be extremely careful with my money because yeah, I do have money, but I don't want to spend it all in one shot. This money's supposed to last me until I can find a new job. But if I can get a really good deal on things, like obviously buying, you know, even at PAX East as well, I have to kind of justify myself. Do I need this in some way, shape, or form? Yeah, do I need it or do I want it?
Right.
And so, like, let's say for instance, an anime figure. I probably don't need it because I just want it. Capture card. Yeah, I need a capture card. I know PAX and AB is the thing right now, but did you hear about the other two things going on in Boston? Was it Fan Expo? Was the other thing? Was it what's the other one? Like I know Fan Expo was one of them, right? Fan Expo Boston. Yeah, Fan Expo Boston is one of them. Comic Con Boston. Oh. The Boston Wicked Comic Con. That's what you're talking about, right? So what? 2 Comic Cons we're getting? Oh wait, Japan Boston returns to the Boston Common this year, and the Miku Expo has a con. Wait, what?
I'm looking this up right now.
Wait! Don't do this to us, Ellie. Don't not Anubis. We need to research immediately.
Already on it.
Like. Did you get the memo about? I didn't get the fucking memo about this. Miku Expo.
May 9th.
You gotta be fucking Mm. Uh, that's a Beacon World Tour will make a stop at the Wang Theater in spring and be a first of its kind.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this. I finally get a chance to use this glow stick that I got at Anime NYC and never got a chance to because the fucking whole world shut down next year. So I finally get a chance to wave this thing
Yeah,
around.
hell yeah, dude. Um, obviously you want to be on the floor. Oh my god, look at the ticket prices, dude. So the pit area is going to be the most. It's almost like 500 plus,
Yeah,
and then you get the orchestra. Oh, I see the orchestra area, $400. Ask Jesus fucking Christ.
yeah. I don't know that I need to be there. I did go to the I went to the Travis Scott show uh at TD Garden, and like my dad and I were literally right up against the back wall, and they made no difference. We still had a good time.
Oh, that's good. You know, I haven't gone to any Comic Con because of there's no, there's none. Oh, none nearby. Oh, gotcha. I was like, and my webcam's flickering right now, even though I have anti-flickering technology.
Damn.
I it just happens, dude. I'm, I'm, I'm like, so yeah, I've as far as preparation goes, I bought all the personal hygienic items I need, including soap, body wash, deodorant, toothbrush, toothpaste. I figure I probably don't need mouthwash. I'll just brush my teeth vigorously.
Yeah.
But I also got other stuff too. Like for PAX East, I got myself some Nature Valley Crunch to have as a snack on me at all times. I am probably going to pick up some Pocky because, you know, Chinatown and stuff like that's right there. I'm glad that Japan Boston returns though. It's not, yeah, I might even check out Japan Boston too, to be honest.
Yeah, I might have to pop by there.
The Trans Society of Boston. Of course, Anime Boston is one of them. Like, ah, yes. Who knew? Um, yeah, look. Yeah, I'll look into it. Well, I might go to Japan because it's cheap. Where are you, Ryu? Jesus, are you in Alaska? Which do they have conventions in Alaska? Just they have convention. Hell, there's a convention in Jamaica at that point.
Yeah, yeah. There's no way they don't.
No, it's like every state should have a like a convention of some kind going on, or country, ish. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I've been buying like all the things I need. Actually, at this point, I I needed a new laptop bag because the laptop bag I had is like a decade old, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna retire you. It's time. It's not me. It's totally you. You know, plane ticket to Japan is less than. Holy shit, that is actually cheap. Goddamn, Ryu, that is cheap, cheap. But yeah, I've got my cosplay stuff ready, getting my other stuff ready. I want to make sure we're taking the train up, and that's the one thing
Yes.
I love. Oh yeah, the sea. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, it is closer for you to go to Japan. So, we're taking the Amtrak up, and the crazy thing is that everyone takes the Amtrak up. Like, if you are going to PAX East on a Wednesday, there's almost all the train cars will have some form of people going to PAX East.
Yeah.
And it's actually fucking nuts, and I love it because you can clearly see like they're gamers, they got the PAX East scarves or jackets on them and stuff like that. Yeah, I was gonna ask you because he close to Japan. Why? Yeah, no, he lives in the neighborhood in a sense. But yeah, I always love that. You know, I wonder if it's the same thing for like, you know, flights to Boston,
Mm.
depending on where you're at and stuff like that. Like technically, yeah, you can fly from New York to Boston. I'm wondering if it's actually cheaper than taking a train up. You know. Like maybe, possibly. But I talked about it in my tips video that, you know, they're like I used to talk about like there are multiple ways to get there, but I'm like, you probably already know that you already got your travel arrangements secured.
Yeah.
Guess what? So for PAX East, we got our hotel room at the Element. It's a king suite, not the biggest room, but it's like the second biggest room. So the suite, so it was going to cost us $2,700. Wait for it. It's a Wednesday to Monday stay, so that's Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night. So that's 5 nights basically. Last night I checked my hotel room. They're like, okay, you can cancel your hotel at like literally right before midnight tonight. And then I looked at the rooms available. Like, they got our room. They got more of the same rooms that we have at a cheaper rate. Honestly, it's worth looking into, but I think now it's kind of like almost too late. But yeah, I managed to save us $200 off the hotel.
Not bad.
Listen, like when you've been in the game for so long, you just know ways to kind of. Is penny pinching like the right term? I want to say penny pinching.
Ways to save money.
Ways to save money. Yeah, ways to save money for conventions, like getting your ticket. I still need to buy my Anime Boston ticket. Fuck.
I just did.
The train ticket. Shit. Like I got.
The train. Yeah. I can't help you out with that.
Well,
but I did just buy my AB registration.
Gotcha. Yeah. No. I'm getting a content creator pass for PAX East, and I'm also an enforcer. But by the way, gotta go. Time for. All right. No worries, Ryu. Hope you have a good luck at work out there, buddy. Hope you had a great weekend. I think Sakura Con in Seattle is the same weekend as it. Wow. Every time I hear Sakura Con, I think of that fucking commercial.
Yeah.
It's like Garugamesh. I'm like, stop, please, for the love of Christ Almighty, stop. Oh, but yeah, but Anime Boston, I just got the heads up. I got my press media badge approved, so I'm going to be doing a lot of content there. And actually, because I got let go of my work, it's given me determination to do better when I make content.
Yeah.
So I'm like, again, I'm hoping to get a job again soon, but in the meantime, I'm going to try to double down on my content creation. So when I'm at PAX East and AB, my job is to record as much content as I can. So like, Ellie, I bought my AB reg last Friday. People got their badges mailed. Yeah, I saw that AB was doing the mail-in badges, and I'm like, you know what? That's actually a fucking great idea, because I know PAX does it if you do it at a certain date. New York Comic Con does it, and I think that's a great idea. Let people already have their badges, so they don't need to wait in to pick up the badges. They already got it. Just walk in. I think that's a really good call that Anime Boston's finally doing now.
Yeah.
Wait, is that an extra charge or? Yeah, it's an extra charge because they have to mail it out to you. But I think that's a great call. Honestly, great call. Because I know PAX East has been doing it if you got it in sooner, but I'm sure if given the option, people wouldn't mind paying a little more just to get their badges after the date,
right,
the cutoff date. Like, which I tell people, like, listen, like, it's nice to see you guys too in the chat. Hopefully I can see you next stream. Yeah, so so speaking of next stream, I'm gonna be streaming Monday night and Tuesday night. Now, Tuesday night is literally gonna be the last stream you're gonna see me before PAX East. I'm not gonna be streaming live from the show floor or anything like that. No, I'm gonna be recording. I will be coming back on Monday. Will I stream Monday night? I don't know, because I got so much fucking footage to go through. Like 30K win. Yeah, I got 40K win. Not sure. Soon maybe. But yeah, I got a lot of footage I got to go through. So essentially, when you think about it, I go to PAX East, record a shit ton of footage, which I am bringing my GoPro again. I don't know if I want to bring my DSLR. I kind of want to, but at the same time, it's like GoPro is so much easier to handle. Like but essentially I have 3 days to edit as much footage as I can, and then I'm back to AB. And then the process repeats itself. Record as much as I can, and then when we come back on Monday, we are going to do a stream on Sunday. I'm sorry, we're coming back on Sunday for Anime Boston. This is like, I was about to ask you, are we leaving Sunday or Monday?
Yeah, we're leaving Sunday.
Gotcha. So we are leaving Sunday back home, which we usually do Monday, but we do save money. And we actually, I shit you not, we had a hard fucking time trying to get a hotel room at the Sheraton. Like, it was sold out consistently.
Listen, the waiting game pays off.
Waiting game paid fucking off.
I sat here. I had the thing set up to send me an email and a text message
Oh wow,
the moment rooms opened up in the Sheraton.
you literally were not fucking around, and we got.
And this was like what, Monday or Tuesday? It was a couple days ago
Okay.
that I got that text message and like, oh, it's sit there right at my desk at work and book that hotel room because I'm not playing around.
Trying to get a. Have a good one, Ryu. Hope you have a good. Do you think there's going to be more premieres announced for AB? Maybe they've done premieres before at Anime Boston.
They have. It wouldn't surprise me if there were more.
Yeah,
They're like, AB is always announcing stuff like right up to the edge of Thursday.
which they've announced even more guests. You
Yep.
know, we got more voice acting guests that are going to be appearing there. We've got more Japanese guests coming in, like musical guests. Like, again, are you going to the Baby Beard concert?
I might.
I kind of want to go there just to have a fun time. And then you got Hololive that's going to be there. Some I think, yeah, most of them are going to be the English ones, but you got one from Indonesia and the other one Japan. So, which is going to be interesting. But yeah, I mean, I was kind of like at first like, AB, what happened to your guests? It's like, oh wait a minute, they're announcing as they go. Okay, we're good, we're good. But I am bringing some stuff to potentially sign, so we'll see what happens here.
Yukana is gonna be there. I know exactly what I want her to sign.
What do you want her to sign?
This is back when I used to sell anime figures. They got these really, really nice C2 figures in.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, I'm gonna see about getting her to sign this one specifically.
Wait, High Dive already announced 2 premieres happening? Wait, really? Oh, High Dive will host the North American premiere of Whisper Me a Love Song on. Got you. Okay. Yep. All right. Cool. So they're doing a premiere. That's awesome. Marcus is like, skip Hololive English. I'm like, listen.
No. If I had missed the window, I 100% would sign up for these Hololive and meet and greets.
Wait,
100%.
Wait, there was a window?
There was a window, yeah.
Oh shit. Well, hey, no worries there. But yeah, PAX East is also having like a decent guest list that's going to be there too. Again, you got Matt Pat being there. I'm hoping to run into Ben Starr, because he's going to be there for Warframe stuff, but he also starred in Final Fantasy 16. So, but yeah, you got to. I think the guest list grew a little bit too. I'm like, I'm seeing more names now.
Yeah, it's a pretty big guest list.
Yeah. I find it hilarious. It's like out of all the 80s like movies, like now we're getting a Killer Clowns from Outer Space game. And I'm like, yep, this is it. Also, I just want to say they just made a recent announcement, or not recent. There was a recent addition. Guess who's going to be there? The Fun Pimps, aka the creators of 7 Days to Die. You can actually look it up on the PAX Nav app. This is the most accurate way to figure out what's going on. So yeah, they're gonna be there, and I'm like, so when's the game coming out of alpha? It's been in alpha for. Okay, wait, help. It cannot be. No, it can't be. Oh my god, it came out earlier. It went early access on December 13th, 2013. So yeah, it's already been like 20 years, but hey. No, not 20 years. I'm sorry. Not 20 years. It's already been like 10, 11 years, and it's still now. No worries, no worries. I mean, the game's gone. The game grew a lot, so. And I'm expecting one more announcement for AB, by the way. Really? Who are you hoping to see there? Like, also, the fun thing about Anime Boston is there is some featured exhibitors that are going to be there. Gigabyte, which I love their motherboards to death. I can't wait to check it out. Duncan's going to have a booth there, but it's going to be more like giveaways and stuff like that. They're not doing coffee, sadly. I will be checking out the Final Fantasy 14 booth. Definitely. I still like...
You said Anime Boston, you're talking about PAX East, just to be clear.
PAX East. I'm sorry, PAX East. Yeah, PAX East. I'm sorry. Neither here nor there. Larian Studios, the creators of Baldur's Gate 3 are going to be there, which I can't wait. Mountain Dew's going to have a booth. If they have Gamer Fuel there, I will gobble them all up. Also, the Cookie Brigade, they're really fucking awesome. Again, they help raise money for charity. I will try to grab as many Snickerdoodle cookies because Snickerdoodle cookies is the best. Dunkin' Donuts is going to be there. Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts is having a booth at PAX East. I shit you not. It's basically here's a quote. Do you have what it takes to become a Dunkin' invader? Try your hand at our life-size retro-inspired video game for a chance to win Dunkin's collectibles, including limited edition lanyards and pins. Also, enter to win a custom Dunkin' and Starforge PC by scanning the QR code posted at our exhibition or seeing a Dunkin' brand ambassador. So you could potentially win a PC. Which is hilarious. If you go to the website that it posted, it's like this page is not active yet and it's in Comic Sans. I haven't seen Comic Sans font used in a while, but goddammit, I know what that font looks like. My goal for AB is to have dunks at the Prudential Center triangular jelly donuts to make the Pokemon meme. The Pokemon meme real. The one thing I hate about when going to AB, I don't like how they've been kind of upscaling their Prudential Center in the mall area. Like, I remember the food court at the Prudential Mall was so fucking awesome. Yeah. It was a great place.
There used to be a whole ass food court there.
Great place to meet up with friends, hang out, and eat cheap food. That's all gone. They replaced all of that with some other stuff, you know? And I kind of hate it. I really kind of hate that fact that they did that. The food court is missed. Pan Express. Yeah, no, Pan Express was there and all that nanny shit. Like, it was a thing to be there. Like, I kind of feel bad for the convention goers now that never experienced the food court because it was a place. It was a place to be at. They replaced the Italy. Oh, they did. Oh shit. Yeah, but they've been kind of like upscaling that shit, and that kind of irked me. Like, I know the PF Chang's is not there anymore, and I think it's a steakhouse now. But you want to hear a funny story? So me and my friends were eating at PF Chang's just to get some food, and while we were there, I ordered some food, and then I'm like, yeah, can I just have like an extra side bowl of white rice? They came back, and I shit you not, hey, we're out of white rice. Wait. Hold the fuck up. How the fuck do you want out of white rice in PF Chang's? So then they were like, oh, we have brown rice, which is healthier for you. Like, no, I want white rice. Like, why? Like, you should ideally have more white rice than brown rice, to be fair. But so I said no to that, and they came back again, and they're like, "Oh, hey, we got you a bowl of white rice." I'm like, "Okay, cool." It was from another table, but they never touched it. I'm like, "Hold the fucking phone! Hold the fucking phone!"
What kind of fly-by-night operation is this?
You mean to tell me that at first you said we went out of white rice, and they suggested brown rice? I'm like, "No, I don't want brown rice." Like, and then they got white rice. I'm like, okay, cool, awesome. And then they said it was from another table, but no one's touched it. I'm like, sanitary wise, that's just no. yeah, I said no. That the reason why I remember it so vividly because irked me off a lot. Like that, like I PF Chang's was my enemy that day, including Wagamama's. If you go to Boston if you think Wagamama's is the best ramen experience at Boston, no, you're wrong. Let me tell you something. It's not. Think of it this way. Wagamama, I wouldn't take my Japanese grandmother there to have the ramen because I know it sucks that bad. Yeah, no, that is a food violation. That is definitely a food violation what they fucking did, too. That's why I said no. Like, I don't want to do that. But I try to be courteous to them still, but I was like, no, like, you guys not realize the implications here? But yeah, no, if you think the ramen at Wagamama's is good, it's really not. I compare it to Top Ramen, basically.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was. That was years ago, dude. I refused to go Wagamama's ever since. Like there are just now a bunch of places that you can check out and visit and stuff like that. Like I'm still trying to figure out what kind of like stuff I want to go to for the after parties. But like there is some things that they like. Let me go here. PAX East. Like I'm hoping the Acer Predator party is happening, but I don't know. Maybe not. It all really depends. Acer, I know, is going to be at another event. But okay. Like I'm going to the what is it? I'm going to the Saturday night Twitch let me go to Saturday here. Yeah, I'm going to the Saturday night Twitch Boston networking party. A networking party. Great place to be at. So I'll be there definitely for Saturday night. But as far as Friday or Thursday night goes, my schedule's pretty open. Like I thought about going to the Sonic Boom Voodoo Ranger party kickoff, but I'm like, okay, I'm not a huge fan of the Voodoo Ranger. I mean, if it's free and cold and you give it to me, I'll drink it. But I'm just kind of like not a huge fan. Like they also got a few other things too that's going on, so I'm kind of I don't know. It's like I'm waiting for something to be like, you need to be here immediately. Like, also, Anubis, how do you feel about going to a rave?
It depends on the venue and the atmosphere.
Okay, so let's see here. So during Anime Boston, there's going to be a rave at the Royale Club, and it's on a Saturday at 10. But oh, it's $50 to get in. But the club is really fucking awesome, though. I do like the club a lot, but it's $50.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at the location right now.
Yeah, the Royal. I've been to the Royal Club, dude, and dude, it's awesome. Like I've had a blast being there and all that Danny stuff. Like setup wise, they've done a pretty good fucking job. Again, the PAX Predator after party is like so fucking awesome. That's what people, yeah. Because I know like Anime Boston, everyone just pretty much parties in their room.
Yeah.
Which I'm so happy we're in the Sheraton again. We got the corner suite. I'm like, hell yeah, brother. So wait, who's got the bed and the pull-out couch?
We'll figure that out.
Is JB gonna be in the corner by the door?
we're assuming that beforehand.
Yeah, but because that's always his fucking corner. You ever go to a convention and one of your friends picks a very specific spot and is always there every year? That's our friend Jamie. Great guy. Love him to death. Always picks one specific spot. For PAX East to be like, no, Jamie, you've got couch bed. You've upgraded. Oh, man. But yeah, it's an option. Like the $50 entry fee is kind of like, if it was like $20 entry fee, I'd be like, nice. That wouldn't be a bad thing. But $50. Wait, does $50 even get you like a free like a drink? No, it doesn't. But it gets you in the door at least. Okay.
Yeah.
I love it. It's hosted by the We Touch Grass. I'm like, you do? Okay. Okay. People are bringing their cosplays there.
All else fails, I can just bring I I can just bring my friggin' my deck. I can just bring this shit, and we can do something in the hotel room.
I fucking love, dude. I fucking love the fact that you're a fucking musician and a DJ, basically. Like, what do you call yourself?
What do you mean? What I call? What do I call myself?
Your music brand. What's it called again?
Oh, it's drum and bass, jungle.
No. What do you call yourself in your music career?
What do you mean? You mean me as an artist? You
Yeah,
mean my artist name?
your artist name. There you go.
If you were looking at me on Spotify, what you would search for Utami Hasagawa.
There we go. So it's like, so you got the drum and bass. I got the EDM progressive house. I still remember the Anime Boston rave at 2012 and a shit show it turned out to be.
Mm-hmm.
Let me give you a hint. The crazy stories that you've heard about the rave at Anime Boston 2012 are probably true.
Yeah,
I was there to witness it firsthand, and it devolved into a total fucking shit show. Yeah. But other than that, yeah, no. Like, obviously you're prepping for AB, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Never went to any rave. Not my thing. No worries. Usually, again, raves are not everyone's thing, but you know,
I like them when they have good music, and I can usually hang, but they usually don't play like the kind of music that I would be really pumped for.
Yeah, I know Kineticon they had like really good DJs for a few years. There was like a diverse mix of music going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like that's what we end up doing at the night times for like, you know, Anime Boston. We just literally drinking in the hotel room, chilling, hanging out while playing video games. Maybe watching just a full circle of shenanigans. Adult Swim watching anime at Anime Boston. Well, yeah, we were watching Naruto. Yeah, holy shit. Yeah, and then that was the time they did the April Fool's episode when Adult Swim was back.
Yep.
Yeah, and Jamie was like, "You wouldn't believe." I'm like, "What?" We were all like, "What the fuck?" Now, PAX East, yeah, I try to do the after parties if it appeals to me. 9 times out of 10, I will just be chilling in the hotel room, drinking, and playing games with my friends. Or I'm not gonna lie, at a bar. I think it's funny. I think I think PAX East are more social, where I just go to the bars and stuff like that. Adult Swim, you mean tomorrow? Yeah, they're the same thing ideally if you think about it.
Yeah. It was Adult Swim at the time, but they did Toonami.
Oh, okay. But no, like I find it funny because like PAX East, I'm more like, yeah, let's get ready to go. Anime Boston's like, let's just chill and hang out. I'm not even gonna fucking lie, dude. I'm gonna be doing my fair share of fucking drinking this weekend and the next weekend. I'm gonna have Gatorades on standby right beside myself. I will not need a puke bucket because I know my fucking limit. Most likely gonna be my boxers in one part of the night or another. It just happens. Yeah, no, it's a funny story. It's not like I go full nude. It's just I'm in a shirt and boxers, and people are like, why is Panda's drunk? But that's what he does. When I start drinking too much, I feel really hot. It's like I'm like Godzilla ready to melt down in Godzilla versus Destroyer. But other than that, no, I think that's pretty much it. Unless you got anything else to talk about.
Not me.
Well, like none of the Well, have you checked the panels for AB or no?
I don't think the schedule is up yet.
Yeah, that's
the schedule for AB usually posted at the 11th hour.
Yeah, I am starting for panels for PAX East. I'm starting to keep notes of a few things and stuff like that. But yeah, I kind of want to also get some D&D stuff in too. So, oh, this is an old party. Yeah. But no, we're just gonna have a fun time, you know. I'm gonna be recording my whole experience. If you watched my my video of last year's PAX East, my video clocked in at 35 minutes. So I'm gonna be aiming for an hour-long video, but I'm gonna try to do some more stuff, and so it's not just me doing a few things and then showcasing me walking around the expo hall. No, I'm gonna try to be a more engaging video. Schedule for AB usually comes out 5 to 7 days prior to what one calls day 0. Oh yeah, God, we do like the Ava countdown basically. Fucking hell! Like, you ever get those moments where the convention is finally coming around the corner, and then you say to yourself, "I am not ready." Like you kind of have that moment where you kind of reflect a little bit, like, I'm not ready for this, am I? And then the next day or two, you were like, okay, let's get this shit started. Let's get ready. Let's get everything going. But I had that last night where I'm kind of like, I hadn't been here in a while. I don't feel like I'm totally ready. I don't know what the fuck to do. But I'm just kind of like having fun, great memories. Like I had a reflective moment. And now it's like today, tomorrow, and Tuesday, it's gonna be like bam, 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 bam. Like let's get everything I need. Also, bring plenty of socks and underwear. What? Don't you look at me that way. I'm right. 2 pairs of underwear, 2 pairs of socks per day. I'm not wrong, am I? You're going to be on your feet all day. What's it going to cost? Smelly. Your socks are going to smell. And no, bathing yourself in Axe body spray is not a shower, contrary to popular belief. Oh my god! Like I always say, like, hey, follow the 6-2-1 rule. 6 hours of sleep minimum, 2 meals a day minimum. Take a fucking shower every fucking day, 1 minimum or more as needed. I'm not even fucking joking here. The 6-2-1 rules exist for a reason, but I think it's gonna be interesting, going to bed on a Thursday night, because it's like going to conventions. This is the only time I wake up early in the morning. Like I'm usually up by like 6 or I'm up by like 6 a.m. or something like that, and I'm like, all right, let me get ready because I need to beat everyone to those shower. I'm right. I'm right. Yeah, if you got people in your room, you want to be the first one to use the shower, be the first, wake up early. Do you know the golden rule of Anime Boston? AB actually had H and a B. The DAICON do a. Oh yeah, I forgot they had like their old YouTube videos, didn't they?
Yep.
What was the golden rule at Anime Boston? Wait, am I gonna look this up now? Oh, the 5-2-1 rule. Oh, 5 hour. Is it the 5?
I've heard 5-2-1 and 6-2-1.
It's a 5-2-1. Yeah, you know what it is. Yeah. Go on, tell them what it is.
It's you have there's one U and
No, Biku. The 5-2-1 stands for things you're supposed to do every day. It's 5 of a thing, and then 2 of another thing, and then 1.
Nope. So they're saying.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah, 5-2-1. Someone's like 5 meals a day, two showers a week, and 1 hour of sleep. I'm like, you okay, bro? Yeah, no. The 5 hours is no. I've heard 5. I hadn't heard the 5 hours is. I hadn't heard the 5-2-1 rule in a while, but yeah, 5 or 6 hours of sleep I think is a good amount of sleep for an anime convention. But yeah, no.
Yeah.
Conventions. It's the only reason why I'm going to wake my ass up early. I'm never up in the morning. I hate mornings. If there's a job option to work 2nd or 3rd shift, I'll take 2nd or 3rd shift. You will not see my ass up at 8 o'clock in the morning. My ass is in bed by 6 o'clock in the morning. So going to convention, like obviously my first thing I'm going to do when I'm at PAX East is fix my sleeping schedule, which is going to be fun. Because I'm gonna have to fight the urge of going to bed late. I'm gonna be like, okay, I need to kind of tire myself out. Yeah, I don't like this. Oh, Ellie, hydrate. Today is St. Patrick's Day, right?
Yes.
Okay. Ellie, I'll hydrate. Don't you worry. I'll remember it. Don't you worry, Ellie. Don't you worry, Ellie. There'll be some hydration. I can't say what, but I can't say what, but there will be hydration. But other than that, okay, I think we can move on here. Again, we're all really hyped up. We're really excited and stuff like that. So, but just a heads up. So again, all my footage I'm going to be recording, it's going to release after PAX East. Some footage on by themselves, but the actual huge mega one, it's going to take some time. I'm going to try to pump it out. Same thing with Anime Boston. When we come back from AB on Sunday, we're going to do a, what's it, like an after, what's it called? Like not a sit, not a sit rep, like a round table discussion about our time at AB.
Yeah, like a recap.
Yeah, a recap. Thank you.
Yeah.
Like we used to do it at Anime Boston all together because it was like fresh. And I remember when we tried doing it that one time, we had to re-record segments.
Yeah.
It
didn't work out very well.
It made it into the cut, like the blooper reel.
It was hilarious.
It was hilarious, yeah. But which is why, honestly, this is one reason why I'm going back to AB is because most of my friends that travel with me since the beginning are going to be coming back. Which is nuts. Like our friend Mons will be back. You know, Gavin, he's coming back. Like I've had the scenarios where I'm going to these conventions with a big group, and then over the years it's gotten progressively smaller and smaller and smaller. And it does kind of suck because it's like, hey, these are friends that I've hanged out with, that I partied with, that I, at these conventions, whether it be PAX East or maybe Boston. But over the years, it's like, sometimes you lose contact on them because they're doing life stuff, which totally, yeah, it's totally justifiable. Everyone has their own life. And then, what was our original group size, Anubis? You, me, Jamie, Matt, Gavin, the two brothers, Mello, Denzel. We had like 10, 11 people.
Yeah, we had like 10 or 11 people.
That was our initial group for AB. Now it's just you. Out of the original group of members, of members that usually go to AB, it's basically you, Jamie, and maybe me. Dude, that's fucking crazy. Out of the original group. So we're not even including like homegrown.
Well, to be fair, you didn't go to AB last time we went to AB.
Well, that's why I said, I wasn't even there for some of the time.
Half of that group was like at that Gavin was at that AB.
Yeah, but now it's like no, I'm going to be at this AB. There's nothing stopping me now. Like I have Queens, don't stop me now. Going, will the Sheraton finally fix their Wi-Fi cellular issues? Probably not. Ha! You had hope. No, it just sucks and stuff like that. The same thing happened with PAX East. We've gone with a big group of people, and at the end of the day, it's essentially down to me and Jamie. Like we had a group of like 8 people, and now we're down to me and Jamie, and it just kind of sucks because it's like all the memories we had, their memory, it's like their memories basically. Like, Anyways, I'm gonna have to cover up your face again.
Damn. This is what, the 3rd time?
Yeah, I know, right? Actually, no. Actually, hold on. Let me enhance this video. There we go. This is the video I'm talking about. I felt that. How it feels when you watch the people you made memories with slowly become memories. I'm like, stop. That's actually hitting a chord there. That's actually kind of making me depressed actually a little bit. I'm not even gonna lie here. I'm like, damn. So yeah, it's kind of one of those rare situations where it's like, planets are aligning and I have to be back at PAX. I have to be back at Anime Boston. I wouldn't like if it wasn't a full-on group get-together for AB, I would not be there, but because it is, I'm coming back. So, because again, having AB directly after PAX East does cost money. But we got another year of shenanigans and memories that we can make. Right, Anubis?
Yep.
And this is your girlfriend's first time at AB.
Yep.
The 100 Wings. And for those who don't know what we're talking about, is at one night we order 100 wings variety style, and we just literally just go ham on it. Ranch dressing, please and thank you. If you order blue cheese, I'm gonna look at you weird. Please don't tell me we're ordering blue cheese, Anubis.
No, what are you talking about?
I'm like you're giving me like Anubis. I can't fucking read you, motherfucker. All right.
Do you think I'm the kind of guy who would order blue cheese?
No, God no.
Are you saying that about me?
No, I'm not saying that about you. You are ranch dressing, good sir.
All right then.
We are going to go to Star Market and buy a bottle of ranch dressing just in case, and then Matt's going to have it in the refrigerator for a while. Oh, that story was hilarious. Okay, we're going to be moving on now, but no, you know what? If you guys are going to PAX East or Anime Boston, post it down there in the chat. But overall, I hope you guys have a really fun time for PAX East and AB this year. Make the most out of it too. Blue cheese isn't that bad though. Just don't get the soda I'm sorry, what? Who in the right mind would make a soda version of blue cheese? It's like a genie in the bottle. Okay, there's 3 things you can't wish. Then here's that. Okay, there's 4 things you can't wish. All right, but now we're moving on to our next segment called The Board. And The Board is basically, we put up anime recommendations, tier list style. F tier being the worst of the worst, you should avoid at all goddamn costs. A tier being the best of the best. And S tier being so goddamn good, it changed something within the industry. Like it had that big of effect. So, as such, don't say this. I'm going to be taking my leave. Good night. Good night, Aqua, and happy St. Patrick's Day to you, too. So, right now, I'm going to be making a recommendation, and actually, I realize we don't have this on the list, Anubis, but I want to put in S tier Dragon Ball, the OG.
I can't. I can't argue with that.
No. Dragon Ball.
I'm not going to battle you on that.
Yeah, Akira Toriyama is like a worldwide, it's a worldwide recognized series. It basically, Toei Animation's like, nothing can touch us now because of this. Which, it's like Disney. Stay away from Toei Animation. Just stay away. Okay. But yeah, I think Dragon Ball definitely deserves to be on in the S tier mark. What about you, Anubis? What's your recommendation?
Let me see.
At least I have not seen the full series. It's a fun ride. I've watched most of it in my times growing up and watching the episodes and stuff like that, and all the shenanigans like the Red Ribbon Army and all that stuff. But I recommend it. And as Anubis actually be like, yeah, let me look up some anime, and I'm like, yeah, let me look up some anime too. Yeah, God, yeah.
Do we not have Gunsmith Cats on the list?
Mobile Suit Gundam, Trigun. No, we don't.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for B tier with that one, and the only reason why B tier and not A tier is because it's only like 3 episodes.
Oh, no VA, gotcha. Gunsmith Cat B tier. High B.
Gunsmith Cats in B tier. High B.
High B. Okay, high B. You know what we don't have on the list, Anubis, that I just fucking realized? Ellie's like, oh wow, I have not seen Gunsmith Cats over a decade now. Damn! Hold on, while my headset just turned itself off again, because they do it automatically.
Is your headset okay? Is it gonna be alright? Are we gonna be okay?
Yeah, we're good. We're good. We don't have JoJo Bizarre Adventures.
Oh.
I'm actually kind of thinking I want to put it in S tier.
Why?
Well, A tier definitely. Let me put it. I want to say A tier, but JoJo.
Okay. What did it do to change anime? I'm keeping Cowboy Bebop out of the S tier because it didn't do that.
Well, it was.
So I'm asking you, what did it do to change anime to deserve to be in the S tier?
Other than a lot of anime series making references to a JoJo episode, but hey, neither here nor there.
No, well, yeah, sure.
Yeah, yeah. I know.
A lot of animes make a lot of animes make reference to a lot of other anime. It doesn't mean the anime is in the S tier.
All right, fine. High. Can I do a high A? JoJo Bizarre Adventures. We're including all parts too.
Listen. I haven't watched JoJo. I don't have an opinion on JoJo.
I can't explain the shit.
I'm asking you to. If you want to put it in S tier, there needs to be a reason it goes in the S tier.
Yeah, let me figure out that argument later. But can I put it in A tier and I'll serve up an
Go
argument?
ahead again. I don't have an opinion
because it's hard to explain JoJo shenanigans. Okay, like the one thing I love about JoJo is the pure shenanigans of it. Basically, like you cannot.
Sure, it's got shenanigans. I agree with you that it's got shenanigans.
Yeah.
The little of it that I've seen definitely says shenanigans. It doesn't mean it's an S tier.
Yeah, but
based on shenanigans.
Okay, but A tier JoJo.
I'm calling shenanigans. I'm putting it in S tier.
Okay, shenanigans. Got it. JoJo Bizarre Adventures in A tier, all parts. Back to you.
There's definitely going to be people who want to battle based on putting all parts on it. That's the other thing I know about JoJo's is not everyone likes all parts.
Not everyone likes all parts. Like first 3 I really enjoyed, and then after that it was kind of like a wonkiness. It got a little wonky, but you know, there were some returning characters that I liked to see again. All right, Anubis.
I'm going through the list. Don't worry.
Yeah, and then some of you might be, but also you folks out there could also put in your recommendations and 2 cents of what animes that we should be putting on the list. And if we've seen it, yeah, we'll put it on the list. Like I know Moogle's been doing some really good heavy hitters out lately and stuff like that. Oh my god, that's the one series I still need to watch, Space Dandy. Wait. No, never mind. When you watch so much anime.
We do not have Engaged to the Unidentified on the list.
I'm sorry, what?
Engaged to the Unidentified. This is a real anime.
You're gonna have to fill in.
I didn't make this up.
You're gonna have to fill in the blanks here for me. Where are we putting it?
I'm gonna say high B. It's definitely worth watching if you're into. It's an Iyashike anime. It's like it's a cute, light-hearted comedy, but it's like probably one of the best cute, light-hearted comedy anime. If you ever seen there's a clip of an anime girl with brown hair, and she says, "I hate Mondays," and then she turns around and I hate Sundays. And she turns around and turns on the TV, and there's this dancing bear, and she starts dancing along with the bear. That's Engaged to the Unidentified.
Okay. Can't say I have.
You should at least see that clip. It's very cute.
The problem with what we're at right now is we've already done a lot of recommendations, stuff like that. And now we're just kind of be like, what the fuck did we miss? And I'm kind of have to look back. Well, this is why anime list, I should have fucking updated it as I go, to be honest, because
I didn't do that either. So.
Yeah, we're kind of in the same fucking boat. Now we're like, okay, what the fuck did we, you know? Oh, is that the name where she does that dance? Yeah. I think
Engaged to the Unidentified.
Do we Yurmangan, we already got it on there and stuff like that. Do we have My Hero Academia?
It would surprise me if we didn't.
Yeah. Well, actually, hold on here. We don't even have High School of the Dead.
Damn.
Let's fix that right the fuck now. Anubis, I need your input because you probably saw this, right?
For High School of the Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High.
I would put it. I put it at high B.
Yeah, I was about to say like I kind of want high B, and we never really got that sequel that we need. That we
No, but
Eh.
that's plenty of anime.
Yeah. But yeah, I think high B and stuff like that, and then they did like a fucking OVA beach episode, which any
Yes.
anime demands a. But there's always a beach episode. But yeah, I think High School of the Dead, which they definitely made a few references of zombie movies in there, which I liked. But I did like watching it, stuff like that. It's kind of like the shock value. Like the first episode was like, holy fucking shit. So, which all the episodes were like Spring of the Dead, Escape from the Dead, Democracy Under the Dead, Running in the Dead, Streets of the Dead, In the Dead of the Night, The Dead Way Home, The Dead House Rule. What the fuck? Dead Storm Rising, All Dead's Attached. Yeah, Jesus Christ. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised we did not had High School of the Dead on there. Jesus. I love it how we've been putting up all these things and then it just we turn around and be like, what? So,
Yeah, like what's all the stuff that we missed?
Yeah. Which I actually just remembered another one. So,
All right, I am gonna go with. It's tough because I've seen enough of this one to have an opinion on it,
okay.
but like I don't want to suggest it in case it turns like really shitty
All
in
right.
the other half.
Yeah. Keep going. Recommendations. Littering Ants. Littering Ants.
Let's see.
Because I already got another recommendation ready to go, so it's actually going to be another Akira Toriyama's works too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And for those who don't know, it's GT.
Oh, okay. We're gonna put that somewhere on the list.
I got an idea in my mind. So I feel like you're just digging right now. Jesus.
I am digging. I'm digging deep because we've gone through most of the stuff that's like in my library here. At least most of the stuff that I can like say with some confidence where it belongs.
Okay.
Okay, this is gonna be sort of a cop out, so we can move along.
Okay.
But this is a legitimately different anime, and it is not on this list. This is MS Igloo 2, Mobile Suit Gundam MS Igloo 2. This is the one that's from the Federation's perspective. Same sort of general like
we're the same battle, but
same
just
general sort of like atmosphere and premise. It's still doing the 3D thing.
So it's kind of like it's the same scenario, like how Flags of Our Fathers was the perspective of the Marines on Iwo Jima, then Letters from Iwo Jima was the Japanese perspective.
Kind of.
So
They're sort of doing different things.
okay.
But where MS Igloo was Xeon's perspective, MS Igloo 2 is Federation's perspective, and much like MS Igloo, it doesn't really have a lot of focus on the protagonists using mobile suits. They're using other things against
Mobile suits.
Usually against Zaku's mainly.
So where are we putting it?
I'm putting it right there with MS Igloo in the B tier. I think it stands up about as much as MS Igloo, just not. It doesn't like it's not a contiguous story. They're more like side stories.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, my recommendation, we're going with Dragon Ball GT. Not a strong contender compared to Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. I want to say B tier at best.
All right, that's higher than I was expecting it.
Yeah.
But I don't particularly have an opinion on it. I've never
yeah.
like I've seen parts of it, but I haven't seen. Put it this way, I haven't seen enough of the rest of the franchise to have an opinion on GT.
Well, I was like for GT, I'm thinking like low B at best, like low B. Like I kind of wanted to put in C plus, but at the same time, it's like,
well, what is preventing it from being a C tier anime?
Well, let me think. Let me look at the C tier here. Let me look at the C tier. Let's see what it. Actually, let me look at the B tier. Let me see if I'm comfortable putting it beside these things. La 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 la. Akiba Maid. Oh, that's has a physical release now. Akiba Maid Wars. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I don't feel comfortable putting it beside animes like GTO or Cardcaptor Sakura. Yeah. And we're gonna go high C. Like it's not the best Dragon Ball out there. Like there have been other Dragon Ball. There have been others better series out there. Again, like Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. So, all right, you go, Anubis.
Back to searching through the lists, plural.
Well, I can throw out another name to help you out there in a hot second.
Sure, go for it.
Dragon Ball Super.
Haven't seen it.
I've been enjoying it actually. I've been enjoying it myself and stuff like that. I want to be solid A.
I can't argue with that.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want to.
Like, it's definitely better than GT, that's for fucking sure. Is it as good as Dragon Ball Z? Maybe-ish, if I can make an argument out of that, but I feel like being in a solid A tier is a really good place for it to be at. So, like, I love Beerus. Like, he's one of my favorite fucking characters, basically. So, the motherfucker is the destroyer of. He could just destroy shit just with in an instant. But at the same time, he loves snacks. He loves good food. So, I'm like, it's like you can destroy anything you want, but you do have a taste for good food. So, okay, I can understand you. It's like why he doesn't want to destroy Earth because there's good food on it. Oh man. Well, it's not the only reason, but it's like one of the reasons. Like, oh yeah, there's all this good food. If that's gone, then I don't have this good food now. But yeah.
All right, this is one that I was just reminded about by looking at my AniList profile. This is the Black Rock Shooter OVA, specifically the OVA. They made a TV series later. I'm not talking about the TV series. It's from 2010.
Black Rock Shooter, okay. Where's it going?
I'm gonna put it at. I think I want to put it at high C. Because like really it's a one-off.
Oh, okay.
And outside, like, I definitely would have enjoyed it if they made more, which, to be fair, that might be what the TV series is. I don't know. I haven't watched it. Someone else can tell me about that if they know. But it's something I definitely watch again, but not go crazy over.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay, yeah, sure. I think we can make it work. Okay. I will go with your recommendations. All right, my thing. Oh, fuck. Well, no, you got to throw out another one pretty here soon, too.
I do have to throw out another one. Stand by.
Yeah. Again, we have a pretty solid list, and the list is on our Discord, too, for anyone wondering. We always try to keep the list as accurate as possible. I do have to go through the list to organize it a bit better, alphabetize it, and stuff like that, so but it's up there.
I don't think we have Fight Ixer 1 on the list.
Wait, Ixer
Yeah,
what?
we do not appear to have Fight Ixer 1. ICZER.
Oh shit! Oldie but a goodie.
Yeah, man.
Where are we putting this one?
That's a B. That's square B.
Yeah, I will. You know, a lot of the older anime series and films out there and stuff like that, they were good for their time, and they were just they were solid. Not the best, but they were a solid fucking ride to watch.
Oh yeah, they did exactly what they set out to do.
Yep.
And to be 100% fair, they like the environment they came out in. It was like they, especially around, because this is like 80s OVA boom. So this is like they just funded anything and put it out on home video.
Yeah.
So you get some wild ass anime like Fight Ixer 1.
Yeah, like the 80s and early 90s was just let's just do whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that is such like you don't see it anymore because it's like they don't like to take chances if it doesn't work out too much.
It was like to put it in perspective, like Fight Ixer 1 was originally like a one-off chapter in an issue of Lemon People. So that's what we're coming off of. This is like random ass chapters from random ass like manga magazines made by basically fans. It was basically doujinshi made into anime. This is where we're at in the 80s when basically anything just gets funded and put on home video.
Gotcha. Let's see. Oh God, I would put it on there, but I had to watch it. We're on a high school host club. Yeah, I would. That's my.
I still need to I still need to actually sit down and finish that anime. I got like halfway through a long time ago, and it's good.
Yeah, my sister.
I enjoy it.
My sister really enjoyed that anime, but I was never really, into it and stuff like that. Like there was now I'm looking at the 2000s and stuff like that. Like wait, do we have Yu-Gi-Oh on there?
Do we have Yu-Gi-Oh? We don't appear to.
Wow. Okay. Shit. Let's nip that in the fucking butt, shall we? And when we talk about Yu-Gi-Oh, we're talking about the original Yu-Gi-Oh series, not the ones that came after. We're talking the OG stuff. So I want to say, where did we put Pokemon? We only put Pokemon the movie on there. We never even put the series.
Yeah.
Wow. High B, low A. What do you? No, actually, high B. High B. A B or
high B
or B ish.
Maybe solid to low B.
Yeah, low B. Yeah.
Because I don't know about you. I'm not particularly in a very big hurry to watch old episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah. All right, low B. Well, you could do a freebie and do Pokemon series on this as well. I got the movie.
I could, but I'm not going to.
I mean, let's be
because I have a legitimate suggestion.
You have a legitimate
I have something that I actually want to suggest rather than just suggesting something we don't have on the list.
Okay.
This is Gundam Evolve. So Gundam Evolve is basically a series of it's an OVA series of animated shorts, and it's 3D animation.
Okay, gotcha. So
they'll pick a particular mobile suit, and it doesn't even have to always be UC, but
okay.
There are some, like, if you watch the Gundam Evolve animation, there are some really good ones.
Okay.
The one from G Gundam is one of the best. The
the G Gundam in there
is one of the best.
Shit.
Yeah. Oh, the one from G Gundam is amazing.
I should expect people are still waiting. Like, give us more G Gundam.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. But if you're really hurting for more G Gundam, you can
Yeah.
watch the Gundam Evolve OVA on the God Gundam, and that'll basically tide you over for this thing that's never gonna happen.
All right, where are we putting it?
I'm putting it at somewhere between solid and high B, because this is definitely something that's A, worth seeing,
Okay.
and B, worth seeing again if you enjoy it.
All right.
I haven't even seen all of them, but I've seen enough of them to have an opinion on it and to know what it's about.
All right. My turn. All right. Pokemon for me.
Okay.
We are. Now here's the deal.
Are we talking the whole last thing?
We're not talking
Or
the whole
are
last.
we, or
We're not
are we
talking the
chopping
whole
it
last thing.
into
We're not.
into bits?
We're not talking about the whole last thing.
All right,
Because-
where's the cutoff?
Okay, because there is currently 26 seasons of Pokemon right now.
Yep.
And the latest one doesn't even feature Ash Ketchum anymore. He is finally retired, which, you know what? My man Ash, you did what you set out to do. Fuck yeah. Your arc is over.
Well, they
Let-
took you how many years? But let's not focus on the negative. Let's focus on the positive.
1997 to 2023.
Let's not focus on the negative. Let's focus on the positive.
Like I was very consistent watching Pokemon during the Indigo League, the Adventures to Orange Island, the Johto journeys as well. Yeah. And then I started kind of wheezing out of it after around. Yeah, I think I started wheezing out of Pokemon around the Master Quest era. And then, which kind of sucks because it's like I've not seen all of it, but I've seen like the first 5 seasons. So
Yeah, you got way farther than I did.
I was really in the fucking Pokemon, okay? Like holy shit! Like I was really fucking into it. Like
I jumped off after Johto. And I
okay,
don't think I even finished Johto.
I want to say when it comes to Pokemon, I want to because you got the nostalgia factor that's like coming into it pretty hard and stuff like that. Like this is what I grew up fucking watching. Would I watch it again? Yeah, maybe if I'm like really jonesing for like a really old episode to watch. But at the same time, it's not like I'm rewatching it again, you know.
Right.
And I do not recommend watching a very certain episode, the Polygon episode, unless you want to get a fucking seizure. It is banned from ever showing for the U.S. or Japan for a goddamn good reason.
Yep.
If we're doing 1 to, yeah, if we're doing 1 to 5, I want to say, again, nostalgia's gonna influence it a little bit. I do not. But at the same time, Pokemon started this huge fucking thing too. Because we're still feeling the culture, we're still feeling the cultural impact of Pokemon today.
Well, yeah. They're still making
Yeah,
media based on it.
like
So it'd be one thing if like they had stopped at some point, but the cultural impact was still there. Then I would encourage people to like go back and watch the originals to see where it came from.
yeah,
But because it's still a thing that's going on currently,
yeah.
I don't know that I would need to do that or that I would be inclined to do that because people would have no context.
It's like you can
So, like,
you can make
that
an
kinda-
argument. You can make an argument that it would potentially go into S tier because of such a cultural impact it did with the But at the same time, I can't kind of justify it because the series has kept on going, and it's not like I'm going back rewatching the old episodes again.
Yeah,
yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah. Like I want to give it this because yeah, Pokemon is such a big fucking identity that Nintendo was like, we're gonna own this. We're gonna buy this out. We're gonna own it. It's gonna be under our fucking roof because this is such a hot item. So, on a cultural impact, I want it to be S tier.
Well,
on a.
S tier is not just cultural impact.
I know, but it had to be
It
good.
has
at
to
this.
be A tier.
It has to be A
plus
tier.
cultural impact.
But at the same time, I'm kind of siding with B plus at best.
I would agree with
Yeah,
you.
because
I would agree
it's
with
so fucking hard for me because I'm like, this is one of those conflictions where S tier, it has to be A but better. It has to be A, but it did something so goddamn impressive. Like, and Pokemon did that, but at the same time, I'm not going back to rewatching the episodes. You know. So I'm gonna say definitely a high tier, seasons 1 to 5, and we are including the movies during that time. Well, no.
Do we,
Seasons,
no,
no,
we
1 to
should
5,
do
1 to 5,
because
1 to 5.
we've already we've
Yeah.
already separated out one of the movies, so we can't do the same with we can't like just lump in the rest of the movies from that era.
Yeah. But seasons 1 to 5, it's like one of those hard things. It's like, I kind of wish it's, yeah. That was actually interesting way to kind of combat this. This is why I love having you to bounce off, because it's like, yeah, it feels like it should be S, but it's not S.
Yeah.
So, like, if we were judging it on as a game, if we're judging it on the video game, yeah, it would be fucking S tier.
If it was purely cultural impact,
yeah,
it would be like it and Dragon Ball probably.
Yeah,
would be tied for first place.
I would do
if it was purely cultural impact.
I would do even
but this has to be quality plus cultural impact.
I would do even go as far as if it was just those two, like an S tier.
Yeah, I don't think that's necessary.
But yeah, I think we're good to go there. But yeah, no, it's just one of those things. Your last recommendation before we end this.
My last recommendation, and I don't believe we have this on the list. Quite frankly, I would be surprised if we did, because I kind of forgot about this show until I was reminded by my AnyList profile, and this is Kids on the Slope from 2012. This is a show that I completely missed out on when it was out. It's not like there was nobody talking about it, but like it wasn't the type of show for me that I was looking for at the time.
Okay, so
it's like when back in the day when Dot Hack Sign was airing.
Oh yeah,
and I didn't necessarily like it, but I like it now. It's that kind of dynamic where okay, now I can appreciate this show. The real selling point of this show is the soundtrack.
Okay, where are we putting it then?
I would say, all right, personal bias, I would like A tier.
Okay.
Mostly because of the soundtrack.
Okay.
This is some of the best jazz music you're going to hear in anime. This is some of the most faithfully reproduced jazz music you're going to hear in anime. Once again,
was the music that good? Was the music? I mean, at the same time,
here's what we're talking. Once again, let me help you understand this. We're talking once again. This is Shinichiro Watanabe and Yoko Kanno.
They both had their hands in this? Damn.
Shinichiro Watanabe was the director, and Yoko Kanno was the music person, the music director. This is another one of their collaborations, the same kind of collaboration that made Macross Plus and Cowboy Bebop and all these other things that everyone loves, partially because of the soundtrack. The same thing.
Sure.
And once again, this is some of the best jazz music in anime, some of the most faithfully reproduced jazz music in anime, and this is an anime about jazz music. It's not just an anime that has jazz music in it. This is an anime about people playing jazz music.
I mean, I'm going off on your recommendation, and I feel like because again, Watanabe and Yoko Kanno is just a fucking heavy hitter by them. You know,
They
as a
never
combo.
miss.
No, they never do miss.
Name one time they've missed. You can't.
Yeah, you know. I feel like going with A tier would probably be the best case scenario for it.
I think it deserves to be A tier purely based on the soundtrack.
Okay.
It's a well told story. I enjoy it. It's an emotional story. It has everything going for it that would make it a high B. The soundtrack pushes it over the line.
Okay. And apparently there was a 2018 live action movie made.
Doesn't surprise me. This is the kind of anime that would be really conducive to live action.
Yeah, 2018 live action movie. Okay. All right. I think that's going to be it for today for the podcast here. I just want to say thank you all so much for tuning in. And again, the DAICON podcast is hosted by myself, the Geeky Panda, your title Degenerate Weeb, with my co-host Time Force Anubis, a podcast dedicated to all things gaming and anime, including we have our own take on the board where we put up anime recommendations on the tier style list at the end. But that is it for today.